so Michi can have his own fucking room. I'm gonna build Michi his own fucking house. I mean his own room. Watch. You said what? I know. Well, shit, let me get back to playing this game. Just call me when you get to your last store.
Okay.
All right, bet. God damn. Let me see if the fucking internet's back on the goddamn game, bruh. My bad, y'all. Oh, it's connected. My bad, y'all. All right, we back.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard
Damn cat
line.
knocked the fucking internet out. Like,
now
damn,
here's the signal
lights.
caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the...
And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Okay, Tanner Ross.
And they are going to score on the fumble
Tanner
return.
Ross.
Touchdown, LA.
T. Rizzy. Tanner Ross.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for
Everything
this
that
offensive
can
unit.
go wrong will go wrong. That's one thing I learned in life.
Extra point attempt
And you
to
know what's
follow
crazy thing
here.
about that saying, though? Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Now, he's been a busy man.
That's
for
to
5
let you
now as he
know
knocks another one through
that you
to
are
extend
not
the lead.
fucking in
The
control
scoop
to
and
even of
score,
your own
always an
destiny.
exciting play
Because
in
what I'm
football,
saying
and we
is,
witnessed
if
it
this
there,
shit's gonna
grabbing
go
it
like
off the
this,
ground
it ain't
and
shit
then
you can do
rumbling
to
it into
fucking
the end
stop
zone
that
for
shit, dog.
6.
Like, there's nothing you can do to stop that shit. At all. Nothing. Sorry. Que pasa?
So here's the kickoff now. as they'll get it
35-3,
again following that
week
fumble
16.
return for a score.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Even though I know it ain't
That'll be taken about a
Christmas,
yard
but it's
deep.
the... Ooh, it did call. Oh, my Jesus.
And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score
They coughed that shit up again.
Touchdown, LA. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Rams.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yo, back 55, back 55. Hey, check, kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Rams just continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Don't say nothing.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
What the fuck?
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert.
I'm about to say, so the Devils. I mean, so the Dolphins, they come back within
Yeah, they still
3
need to
touchdowns.
regroup, and
No,
they still
actually, I'm
need to
sorry,
end
4
the second
touchdowns,
quarter
maybe
strong.
5.
A little bit of time left.
But listen, it's only one way up from
Jason
here.
Sanders now for the extra point.
We're about to go into halftime because I'm pretty sure the Rams are just going to come out there and just kneel it down. So we can go into halftime. We're going to come back out and we're going to talk about, finish talking about what we were talking about before the cat knocked the internet out. That's why the shit stopped. Hope everybody comes back and join the conversation and talk to us and everything. But if not, that's cool too. I ain't tripping. $30 seconds left in the second quarters. First half, the Rams are up 49-10.
Now after the
Like I said, they probably just come out and just down it, for real, to be honest with you.
Fielded a couple
Yeah,
yards into the end zone.
Just take a
And
knee.
not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
That's the knee
That's what
right
I'd like
there.
to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Yeah, so they just took the knee. They just letting the clock run down because I'm pretty sure they're about to run into the tunnel or whatever for the halftime show, because we got Jonathan Coachman coming up next for the halftime show. But it's been a BTA all around the board for the Miami Dolphins. They're taking it
So we've reached
49-10.
halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Hey, my bad, y'all. The cat knocked the fucking internet out, dog. That was bad as shit. I was over here about to, man, we was over here. Man, I'm up here yelling at his ass, talking back and shit. I'm like, dog, you the one knocked the internet out.
Set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards
Look,
deep.
he back playing with that
And the
damn
half
ball
will
again.
Begin with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if
That-
I'm not
that
mistaken,
does,
correct?
that does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Uh-oh, Minnesota just barely holding on to the Jaguars. But, so like we were saying in the first half about Darnell Mason Jr., he's a winner on every level. I don't give a fuck what it is. I believe that if he was an NBA player, he will have a gold
The
medal.
last play got
If he was a
just
soccer
yard.
player,
Here's
he
second
would have
and
a
9 from
FIFA
the
Cup.
26.
Well, let's see if he can go out there and get a World Baseball.
They'll look to throw here.
Dang.
Flushed out right. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, that motherfucker brightness on
83
my
yards
TV, dark
receiving
as
now
shit.
for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let me just keep this shit like this. Let me just turn up brightness. This shit dark as a motherfucker. My bad, y'all. Y'all hear some clicking.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
51.
Ready, go.
On the ground, it's Akers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Cam Akers out there running.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you
So
start
like I
the
was saying,
second
Darnell
half,
Mason
which can
Jr.,
manifest itself
man,
in
he's
some
a
sloppy
winner on
tackling.
every
How
level.
about right there? He ran right
Pee-wee,
through that weak
middle
tackle
school,
attempt.
high school, college, professional. Like I said, he's trying to go out there and get a World Baseball Classic too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one over the middle into the hands
Big
of his
JC.
tight end complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as
he
we
could
see
retire
here.
right now. His
Coverage,
career is
not
set,
been
to be
very
honest
good.
with you.
Soft in spots,
But
there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
This is the downside of this career. What the fuck? See, they falling over. But this is the downsides of his career.
2nd and 2.
If his career goes downhill from
when
now,
that guy also
and
breaks
this is what I
tackles
hate
and
about
creates
sports,
extra
but this is
yardage,
about life too.
they almost feel
This
like
shit
he's
goes for
one of
life
them,
too.
and they really embrace him.
If his career goes
8
downhill
yards the
from
tally
now,
on that first down
all those
run. Here's 2nd and
accomplishments
2.
and achievements,
From
they'll
the
still be
shotgun now,
celebrated.
here's an inside give.
But at the
Dances
same
by
time,
at the 20. Oh, he's got a little
they will
daylight.
also be
And
forgotten
they'll work
because
it
you want to know why.
inside the
Like,
15-yard line before it's all
there's going to
said
be
and done.
a few
15
people,
yards
probably a
on the
lot of
play,
people that'll
first
look up and
down.
say, well,
Looks to me like
what
maybe there's a
happened?
little attrition
You did all
setting
that
in
for
with this
what?
drive,
What
'cause
was
we
it
see
all
that
for?
type of a
Just
run,
like in
I
life.
get the feeling the defense
You
get a
do
little bit
great
tired.
And that's
in
the
your
last
life, and
thing
then
they
you
need,
just
especially when they
blow
look
that
up at the
shit
scoreboard.
on just like one decision that you make in life. Like, that shit just makes it all go downhill. That's all I'm saying.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
It goes
line.
all downhill over one decision.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A lot of people will let one decision, one
Inside the
mistake.
red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Peanut
A
Page.
14-yard touchdown.
Touchdown, Peanut Page.
And this offense continues to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
I need to get me a golf game again. So
Point
because I
after here coming up.
got to do my celebrity tour career all over. Because I had
And the lead
PGA
grows
Tour
even larger here in the third
2K21,
quarter.
but
A good
they
drive
closed
that
all the
time as
servers
they go
down, so
9 plays in all.
you can't get your
And winds
career,
up
none of
with a
that shit.
touchdown
I was like,
for
oh,
Los
that's some booty.
Angeles. Out is the
But like I
kickoff
said,
unit as they run up
if
and send
it
this
goes
one away.
downhill right now, then that shit will be still celebrated
That'll
when they
be
think
taken
about it, but
a
it'll be
yard
forgotten
deep.
if you really want to be
And
technical
tackled
with it.
at
Yo, what's
the
up, Che?
21-yard line, so
Yeah, bro, the
negative there
cat,
of
bro.
4
Let me.
yards.
I got mad. And the cat
So here are the Dolphins
kicked the goddamn
now. They get
internet
ready
cord. He been
for
my
their
internet
first
cord, so now I gotta go
possession
get a
of the
whole
second
new
half. They've got to
power
dig
cord
down
for my
deep.
internet
They
box. It's
need
still
something
working.
right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Then I was over here just talking about how Darnell Mason Jr., right? Like I said, he got a championship on the Pee Wee level, middle school, high school, college, professional. And now he's about to go for a World Baseball Classic, a championship there. So I'm like, he's done all this by 29, 30 years old. Now, this is the crazy shit about that. If he fucks around and make a decision in his career where he'll just lose out the rest of his career, it'll be like, what was it all for? That's what everyone's going to say. Like, you got all these accomplishments and achievements early on in your career, and then it just
2 yards on the carry there.
all
It'll be
falls to
second
shit.
down.
People are going to judge that like people does in this world. Like, come on, man. You know how it is, bro. Like, be honest. You know how that shit goes. They're going to judge the fuck out of him, bro. They're going to say, oh, I guess he couldn't really cut it.
Sometimes stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
make
all
it
good,
third
though.
down
I ain't
and
tripping,
less
though.
than a
As long as the
yard.
internet's still
I came to
working,
my
still
feet
moving.
on
That's
that
all
one.
that
I thought he
matters.
was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the
Yeah.
end,
You know how
give
they
some
gonna
credit
do.
to the defense,
They gonna
finding
say
a way
that.
to get to him and forcing a third down.
I got you, punk.
But I'll say this, though, for my homeboy. It don't
On
fucking
third
matter.
and short, they'll try and
Ooh,
pick
shit.
it up through the air. And a loose
It don't matter
football.
because you want to
And
know
the
why?
Rams have got it
At
going
least
the
he
other way.
has
That his guys are
a
gonna
Pee Wee
take
championship.
over
At least
at
he
their
has middle school,
48-yard line.
a high school
And maybe that
championships.
one caused by
At
the
least he
weather, of
has
course, the rain
4
coming
Heismans.
down.
At least he
Charles,
has
can you maybe,
3
when
national
you're carrying that
championships,
football, grip it too
1 Super
tight in
Bowl,
the rain?
about to be
I
2,
think that you can,
and
and
3
it's
World
such a
Series.
delicate balance too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And at
And he's
29
across
years old,
midfield and into
he
Miami
got
territory.
3
5
1,000-yard
yards is the
receivers
tally on
on his
first down.
team.
That brings up
But
second
people
and
would
5.
say, take away those receivers, take away the Pages, the Justin Carters, the Cooper Rosses, the T. Higgins, and give them a Roma Dunze or a Chase Claypool or who's a third string? Like, give them some third stringers. I bet they'll say, man, listen, you got to think, though. He can still make plays with his feet, homie.
Back to throw here.
Ooh. He can still
He's
make
dropped
plays with
just
his feet,
before the
dog.
line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But I'm going to say this, too.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of
I think
corners
Darnell
see their
Mason
job
Jr. would throw
as simply
less
covering
interceptions.
receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
If sometimes
But
he
in
just
this
get the
case,
fuck out of
he
that
came up
pocket and make
quickly
plays with his
and made
feet.
a nice, sure
Because if he gets like
He may
this,
try and run for
gets the
this.
fuck out the pocket and make plays
And
with his
he'll go out of bounds after
feet, he
taking
won't
it a little
force it
further down
into
inside the
coverage.
40.
That definitely hurts
like we
because the
presented in the
mindset
game
is getting
yesterday.
it
I
3 and
understand
out
if you don't
there,
see
and
what
they
he
don't get it
sees,
done.
then
They
you
give
won't
up the
understand why he
scramble and a pickup
throws
for a first
15,
down.
16, 17 interceptions. Like 2 seasons ago, he threw 34 interceptions.
So from the 39
34
now, they'll
interceptions,
come
I
up on a
understand,
1st and
but
10.
most of those were tip balls, receivers running the wrong routes, guys miscommunicated.
Now they'll switch it up
Look
here
at that,
and look to
holding.
throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight
That's
end.
what it was, but you
And
got to
they're
think,
able to
though,
get
man.
this
Listen,
one past the 30 down to the 25.
pass interference. Roughing the pass.
I told you, baby. I told you.
I told you,
Well, they'll
baby. I
get the
told you.
yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Crazy
So
on
the
the
yellow flag
INTs, but
came
that's
out,
because,
and that
like,
leads to a new set of downs for this offense.
I was
1st
trying
and
to
10.
forced Detroit do something that they wasn't trying to do. But they forced me to do.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They didn't force me to do anything. It's just that they took away
2nd and 7.
my strength, my best, you know what I'm saying, my best game plan, which were all the slants and the deep routes and shit. Okay, that's cool, but I can also still throw them out routes and the screens and the shits like, because what I'm saying is, one thing I notice about Madden, they go off of how you play your team. Like, they see me play a lot of slants and deep routes and shit. Okay, that's cool. But it's the crazy shit about that, right? A lot of deep routes and screens, right? I can also throw them out routes too. Them shit's gotta be quick though. A lot of people don't know. Them out routes, bro, them shit's gotta be quick because you wanna know why? You probably only got, I know you can't see my fingers right now, but with them out routes, you only got about this much a sideline to work with before your guy has to toe drag. Or you gotta read, you gotta quickly read how fast the defender gives your motherfucking receiver space on an out route, because if he's on your defender's back on an out route, I dropped it, no.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play, they just didn't complete it.
Yo, what's up, Preliminary Sports? Man, where you been at, bro?
They're sitting pretty now as
how you been, bro?
Even further.
Chilling, man. Finally got my streaming back together. The PS5 is here. Like, this is PS5 right now. The PS5 is here. Like,
yeah, it's 32-yarder. That's essentially
still gotta get my PS4 fixed, but
nowadays, right? Because
the PS5 is here. The PS3 is still good.
So it should be a simple
bro, I'm
kick.
blessed.
But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Yeah, that rain make the ball slippery.
Even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're
like baby oil on your Johnson.
PAT,
you feel me?
It just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Okay, Cincinnati, up 35-14.
They always say if I miss an extra point.
Thank you, man. What's wrong with you? What you tore an ACL or something?
To take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than that.
Oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Rams have got it going away. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out,
fuck
those
your
guys
mustache,
have to touch the ball and carry
fuck your trench coat,
extremely resentful about
fuck your
that
whack-ass French
yeah,
accent.
I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over
fuck
our
that
heads.
howdy-doody haircut
yeah,
you
maybe
got.
we won't fumble
Man,
our
fuck you,
play
nigga.
sheets here as we
I ain't
just saw
giving
the
you none of
fumble
my
happen on
candy
the
money,
field.
nigga.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ooh, Jesus. Damn, bro. See, bro, you got one
They'll
thing.
come out throwing here to start the drive.
One thing I noticed, bro, we getting
right. He's going to take
we
off
getting older,
with
bro.
He'll
So
get 5 out of the scramble.
that's why.
Second
But
down.
I ain't even gonna lie. I drink a lot of water anyway. But you gotta think though, bro. We're getting older. It ain't like we used to be. Like we're younger, like we used to be. We can run all day off no water type shit. We can drink one bottle of water all day and be straight. But fuck that. When you get older, you need more water.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
JC.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard
No
line.
interceptions though this game.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this
I think
afternoon
Darnell
as
Mason
they
Jr.
pick up
learned
the
from his
first.
interceptions, because you got to take what the defense gives you. If there's nothing there, don't force it. I understand the game before you played was tight windows and shit. I understand that. That 7-5 team, the tight windows and shit. I understand. The Patriots, you play the Patriots. You threw a lot of balls into tight windows. I understand that. But listen though, you were playing a 11-2 team, the Detroit Lions. Ain't no fucking tight windows getting thrown into.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
This is Madden 21. I got, matter of fact, I don't have Madden 19 in the bag. I got 14 and 15 in the bag.
Field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
I bet you,
the drive there only
if you go to the game stats of the LA Rams or the Los Angeles Rams this year, I bet that PPG, which is points per game, would say 66.8 points a game. 66.8 points a game because it's already 3rd quarter with a minute and a quarter left, you might as well say. And they're up 66-10 on the Miami Dolphins. But you got to think, though, Miami Dolphins are 6-8. The reason the LA Rams
is out on the field and they will send this one away.
Beat teams by 60, 50 points is because why? If you look, they got an easy schedule this year. We can go back if we want to. You know what I'm saying? You can put up a clipboard, piece of paper, whatever. We can go back to the schedule, right? And check it out. You be like, they ain't really played nobody. That's why, listen, that is why. No, I'm sorry, I apologize. They did play someone. The only person that they actually played this season and gave him some run for their money. But see, Darnell Mason Jr. is undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. When this head-to-head versus Patrick Mahomes, Darnell Mason Jr. is undefeated, bro. He's undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. So, that's the only team that they played that was actually worth it down.
Taylor to start the drive.
But see, Kansas City Chiefs are out there winning 1-possession games, one-score games, 2 field goal games, 1 field goal game.
That's how you start to get back into good graces.
Oh, Jacksonville up over Minnesota.
How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again? And
yeah, Mason Jr. still holding it down. And that's another thing I wanted to ask you, Culinary Sports. Did you want to get traded, bro? Did you want to come to LA? Because I know you still play with the Commanders and shit, but did you want to still come to LA and get some fucking rings, bro? Because I'm telling you, I'm over here recruiting. I'm over here stacking up.
One play has him up past the 40 already.
Who wants to come to LA? Who wants to come to LA?
Look to throw. That was short one to Gesicki. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
For number 89.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Look at the defense.
Will be incomplete.
Look at the defense. Well, my man says he's LA bound.
Example of how great this defense has been all
LA bound.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do.
Because I think your contract is up too.
Tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Dolphins will send out
Mr. Ronnie
the punter
Jackson
now,
is LA
as he'll
bound.
come on to kick this one away.
Ronnie J.
He's going to field this at the 4. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
That's what I'm saying. They can't get up out of it, bro.
Set to begin their next drive.
The
Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown,
up against 14 and 0.
See what you did on the last drive.
But one thing I can say about a 6-8 team,
it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix
all
things
6-8 teams are not poor. are not a poor team or not a bad team.
And that
Look
is
at the
gonna do it for this third quarter of action.
2007, 2008 Giants,
This
and
is
2009,
the NFL,
2010
and it's on
Giants.
EA
Look at those two
Sports.
teams. They beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. One year they were 7-9. And then I think the other year they were 9-7. But what I'm saying
The
is
last run
every
got
6
3.
and
Now
8
here's
team
2nd and 7.
isn't a bad team. I just can't wait till I get to the start doing Madden 26 so we can do the motherfucking
From the
18
shotgun
games.
now, here's an inside give.
Yes, so we can do the
Stopped at
18.
24-yard
You know
line
what I'm
after a
saying?
gain of
But like I
5.
said, every
Charles, you said
fucking
earlier this defense
6 and
is
8
probably going to
team.
need to hold these guys right around 20
Ain't
or
a 6 and
under
8
that
team.
if they were going to have a
They're
chance.
just,
It was evident pretty early on that wasn't
8
going
and
to happen.
16
Yeah, they left 20
on the
behind a
bad
long
side
time
of
ago in this game, didn't they? It looks
a
like they're
rough
headed towards
year.
a
It could be
big number.
it could be
But 20 was
injuries,
the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off
up
of their
and down
offense.
games.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a
last
first
possession
down, but from
games.
where they're spotting that football,
what else?
he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked
Nah,
that
don't
one
run
up
it.
because it was
Let
a
these
3rd and
niggas
2
do what they
call,
do,
and
'cause
they
it's
got
already
awfully
6-10.
close. Now we're at 4th and inches.
Punt it away.
I wonder if they think they're
Let
feeling
them
lucky
milk
here
whatever clock
and
they
maybe
gonna
wanna
do.
go
They gonna
pick it
milk
up.
and then just run it out. That's what I think the Rams should do. But like I was saying though, every 6 and 8 team isn't a 6 and 8 team. They could be an 8 and 6 team on the bad side of a tricky schedule, or the bad side of a lot of injuries, or on the bad side of a lot of one possession games because they play a lot of good teams that are just
Here's
as good
Johnny
as them.
Hacker
But
now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
ooh, he was about to
We'll
eat
call
one.
that a punt of 54
David Long
yards.
Jr. was about
Well
to-
struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
But, yeah. So, yeah, like I was saying about that, most teams, because like I said, the Giants, look at the Giants. One year they won a Super Bowl 7-9. The other year they won it at 9-7. Like,
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football
Wet balls
and will
out
take
there.
over at the 24-yard line.
wet
And with
balls
that kind
out
of a
there.
deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
20
in the
for
fourth quarter.
25, 239, 3
forget,
touchdowns, no
absolutely.
interceptions. Those are great stats. Someone get this man a cup of Gatorade and a seat on the bench. 66-10. Next week is week 17. It's the final week, season finale, which is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Playing the Packers.
From the shotgun now, here's
Cold,
an inside give.
in a cold
And he is
tundra
brought
in
down
Green
at the
Bay.
22 after a gain of 2, and it
They
brings
said
up
the
2nd
weather
down.
Brandon,
It's
I
gonna
gotta
be
think this
below
offensive line has got some
17.
smiles on its faces.
That's
I know
cold.
It sounds crazy, but they
Below
practiced for
17.
this back in training camp. They knew they'd be
On
in
Fox.
situations where it'd be extra defenders
Season
in
finale.
the box coming after them, trying to keep
Will
them
they
from
go
locking
undefeated?
down a game.
Will they
Right
sit all their
now,
starters?
They want to show the
He said,
world they're up
I'm
to the
playing Madden
challenge.
19 now. It's my favorite. That and Madden 12. My favorite Madden is
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And
I ain't
he
even gonna
gets
lie.
it inside
I'm
the
old school.
10
My
to the
favorite Madden
9.
is
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're
I think it's
looking for
03,
here, Charles. The lead
the
in the
one with
fourth
Marshall
quarter.
Faulk
This
on
is
it.
when coaches that have a
05,
reliable running game, they
04,
breathe a little
05 with Ray
easier on the
Lewis, 04
sideline.
with Michael
Yeah,
Vick.
they love the idea that they can take
14,
the air out of the
15.
football at this point of the game. That
And,
means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Which one was
because
16?
you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a
Because
hero.
I ain't
We're
really
not gonna
played
throw
man
it
like
here.
that, bro. I was
Just
locked up a
eat
lot,
that
bro.
clock. And if you have the ball,
I mean, it's not
they
funny.
can't score.
It's not funny. It's sad, and it's a fucking shame. It really is. So I need not to be laughing because that shit ain't cute. But yeah, I was locked up a lot. So I mean, I like 19. Don't get it twisted. I like 19. Or is it 18?
They'll run here with Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay.
Cam Akers.
Oh, I like 08, the one with the old boy Vince Young. I like that one too.
Short field to their advantage as they cash
Or was
in
that
for
07?
6. Even
I
though
think
they've
08
got
was
this
the
big
one with,
advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off
Be
the gas
honest, well,
pedal right now.
might as well say I
think
like
what we're seeing
anyone
is the
from
result
PlayStation
of all
2.
their great
But my favorites are
preparation
from
and great
PlayStation
practice
2 are
time during the week.
03 with
And even
Marshall
though it
Falk on the
seems
front.
like this is a great chance to
04
pull
with Vic.
people back and maybe, you know,
05
not
with
try and score a few more times.
Ray
They don't
Lewis.
want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
I swear to God on my motherfucking soul, Madden 09 on PlayStation 3 and Xbox.
No
was some
going for
fucking
two. They'll kick the
garbage,
point
bro.
after.
Like, I snapped that shit in half, bro. I snapped that shit in half.
A while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring
I don't give a fuck.
Three-play
If you
drive.
ever tell me
And it
that
was Cam
09
Akers
was
who
one of your
capped it off with
favorite,
a
I would
touchdown.
disown your ass as a friend, bro. Like, how could you, in your right mind, as a sane person, say that that game, 09 was only great on the PlayStation 3. I mean, on the PlayStation 2. I'm sorry. That shit was only great on the 2. Fuck you mean? The one with Brett Favre on the front. Yes, I remember it because he had Brett Favre on the front. Other one on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and fucking PlayStation 2. Brett Favre was on the front of both of them. I had both versions. I had 09 on the fucking PlayStation 2 and on the motherfucking the Xbox 360. Because that year, that's when I just matter of fact, because I remember it was 2010. Going into 2011. No, actually it was 2011. I went to GameStop. I bought that one. Actually, I bought those two. I bought Quantum of Solace. I bought NBA Live. I mean, not Live. The 2K. I bought NBA 2K. And the college NCAA basketball 2010. I bought those. I used to go to the GameStop and rack up, bro. I bought all of those and shit.
Field now as they will send this one away.
That 09 was some shit, bro.
The Dolphins take
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing.
Ooh, that was
And
supposed to be an
that's not necessarily the
interception.
case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a
Philly
joke in the
down.
huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be
Philly
wearing
is
on him out
down.
there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he fires one that's
oh my
intercepted.
Jesus.
Picked up by
Trayvon Diggs.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
8
That's
turnovers
a good
for
hard running
Miami.
there as he'll push his way forward.
That's
for
an
about
ugly
5.
stat, dog. 8
Oh,
turnovers.
that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
I had 8 turnovers. My team had 8 turnovers, bro.
That one good for 17
I ain't even gonna lie.
yards, and now they've got
I
it
would
first and
terminate
goal.
everyone's
Tell you what,
contract
partner, the way he's been
effective
slinging it in this one,
immediately.
I think he should be ticketed for
Buffalo's
a baseball
10 and
cap
4.
and a set of headphones for the next drive.
Okay, so
He's
they
been
1 and 2
absolutely
in the last
sensational.
3 weeks.
But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Push
Yeah,
two.
he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's some
3
bullshit,
yards
nigga.
the gain there, second down.
brings up 2nd and goal.
He said, I made some great sliders from Madden 19. Hold on.
They'll try to
My
run
bad,
this
I'm reading
one
this so
in.
slow.
And he
I
takes
wouldn't
it
say,
across for a
it's
Rams
good.
touchdown.
Okay, I read that. Madden 08 be my favorite to me. And that in 07 was probably the most immersive.
And the Rams use the
12
short
was
field
goated.
to their
Which one was
advantage as they
07?
cash
Hold
in
on.
for 6.
I'm about to look that shit up on my
swells
phone. Which
and
one was
swells.
07?
Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, yeah, I'm still waiting for you to drop a new video, bro.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the one with Sean Anderson, Sean Alexander on. Yeah, I love that John, too. Yeah, you're right. That one was the most immersive, yeah.
This too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough
immersive, my bad.
But you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
I forgot about that John. I love that John, too.
Reassert themselves here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
I got a capture card and shit. I ain't really using anymore and shit.
It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
You can have it, whatever, but I'm like, I don't.
2nd down and inches.
I'm like, just what I'm saying, like, damn, 80 points.
Shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
80
now,
points.
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
That's crazy, but this is what I'm saying, like, for certain games, this shit is good. But, like, sports games, like, it seems like all sports games except for boxing. But it seems like all sports games, like I said, except for boxing, like, that shit just... I don't know if you ever been up on my stream and you saw it lagging and shit, like baseball. The dude that throw the ball, my batter will swing and hit the ball, but when he hits the ball, it'll freeze right there, but you can still hear the audio. And then the next scene you'll see, if it's a home run, you won't see the ball go over the fucking wall. You'll just, the next scene that when it chops back in, you'll see the nigga at third base or like at 7. You're like, damn, I want to see where the fucking ball exited at. I'm not sure if it's just like that with my computer, with my PlayStation, whatever, but I'm like, it works for certain games and shit, because like I've used it for Avatar: The Last Airbender. That shit works perfectly. I used that shit for Quantum of Solace, James Bond, because I might do Spider-Man again today. I might start that shit all over. I might do that shit today.
A pretty woeful
I know it works perfectly for that shit. Like any shooting game and shit, that shit works perfectly. GTA and all that shit. That shit works perfectly. But it's like Madden and shit. I'm like, God.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan.
Nah, I don't need it, bro. I'm using something else. You see, I'm using something different.
Unable to successfully find the end zone.
Nah, you're saying this something different. You're saying no lagging or no shit in this. But this the thing about that shit. When I do play baseball, football, sometimes that shit lags and sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, what the fuck? I think it's just, it's not compatible with my computer. That's what I think. It's not compatible with my computer. Because why? It wasn't doing all that shit when I was streaming from my laptop.
And the Rams will get it at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take
it wasn't doing that shit.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch.
See, I want me a razor ripsaw. And hell yeah, 80 points, Chase. Hey, y'all come back if y'all can. We got NBA 2K next.
Maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things.
Yeah, see, that's what I was. As a matter of fact, I got me 2 Elgatos. This is the crazy shit, though. I got 2 Elgatos, right, sitting right there in the bag, right, and I don't even use them motherfuckers. Like, because this is what I'm saying, like, I want some shit that's gonna make my shit look clean and clear as a motherfucker. Like, I be seeing nigga shit. I be seeing nigga shit on fucking line and shit where they stream, you watching on TV. That shit look like that shit is jumping out the fucking TV at you. If my shit ain't like that, then I'd just rather use a regular old capture card that'll give me the best quality. That's like, hey, listen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Look at the capture card I'm using now. This shit is smooth and everything. Yeah, 80 is crazy work.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
I ain't tripping. 80 is great work.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I'm trying to cough and corner that shit.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
You know what I'm... Yeah, that's all Madden, bro.
On 1st down,
the reason I think it is, though, too, because, like, this shit is on arcade, right, not simulation. For some reason, I don't know how to change that shit. Because the great thing, right, I play on simulation, right? I do. Like, you can go back to all my videos, college football, NCAA football, like my earlier Madden videos, that shit is simulation. I can only play on simulation, but I don't know how to change this shit. Like, this shit is on arcade. I don't know how to change this shit from arcade to simulation. Because I'm like, yeah, 80 points is like dangerous work, bro. See what I'm saying? They keep fumbling. They keep fumbling this shit, bro. Listen, turnover, bro. If anybody know how to change that shit, let me know. Because, like, it'd be great games. I'm going to say it like this every once in a while. Because, like, I played the Lions yesterday, and it was 28 to 24. I won by 4 points. And it was a great game, but it was on arcade. But I'm like, any other time, it was like so many fumbles. Like, nigga, how do you change this bullshit? Like, it's cool and all for that. What I'm saying is arcade is cool for, like, entertainment purposes, for the internet. But
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
My skills are too dangerous to play on arcade.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
My skills are too fucking dangerous to play on arcade.
Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
But I look at it like this, though, bro.
Just 2 minutes
this shit is no different than what these niggas be doing online with that 2K shit. They be playing with the modded controllers where every time you shoot a bumper, that shit goes in the basket. No, bro. That is fucking cheating. Bro, these niggas be online, bro,
so it's
in these live rooms and shit, playing fucking 2K with modded controllers where every time you shoot a bumper, nigga, that shit goes in.
From the
green light, like John Legend, nigga, like, nah, bro, that's cheating.
At the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick
he said go to options, choose simulation, but not in-game.
To start this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs, clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
But yeah, Niggas be in that shit playing with the motherfucking modded controllers. I be like, you niggas are fucking. That's because, I'm going to say it like this. That's because the shooting in 2K now, dog, it's some trash. Like, it's hard to make a shot on there. If you watch me play the game yesterday, you like, damn,
totally
nigga.
home free yet, but it's looking
it's hard
good
to
as
make a
they
shot
come
on
up
there, dog.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes
on,
you
bro.
1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
You know the snap
Well,
count,
line's
dog.
been
Come
great.
on,
They've
fool.
got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll go again here with Akers. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute
all right,
a run
cool,
blitz
cool,
there.
cool,
They guessed
cool,
correctly that they
cool,
wouldn't move the ball on the
gotcha.
ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
I think I might do that then.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
It seems like the Rams would just go out there with 80 points up on the board and just down that shit with the knee, baby. Darnell Mason Jr. gets his 15th win
And they
on
will
the
take a
season.
knee here.
But when he came in at his rookie year and won 11 straight games, 11 straight games, 12 straight games with the wild card, 13 straight games with the NFC Divisional, almost 14 straight games with the AFC Championship
Charles,
game.
it's one
We
thing
could
to
have got
win,
to the
it's
Super
another
Bowl.
thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hell yeah, Madden 98 was, I'm going to say it like this, any Madden on the PlayStation 1 was nice. I'm going to say it like this, Madden just only got greater as it got on the PlayStation 2. Like, I love all Maddens from Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, I love the Madden on Nintendo 64 too. I just didn't like the bodies on Nintendo 64 because them shits was all big and blocky and shit, so I'm like, no. But any Madden from back in the day, all the way up until PS2, maybe early PS3 editions, like I'm going to say it like this. PS3 had less better Maddens. All right, this is what I'm saying. It seems like as we're moving into the new gen era, Madden is getting becoming like some trash. It seems like that shit was only good as like how it was back in the day. I feel like they fucking it up now, bro. Damn, 27 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Nintendo soundtrack is the GOAT, bro. Except though I played as the Bills and franchise on arcade on Madden 19. Josh Allen had like 50. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know what's crazy though? That's the first Madden I played on PlayStation 4, Madden 19, bro. I had that jump, the one with Antonio. No, it was Madden 19, the one with Patrick Mahomes or Antonio Brown. But whichever one with Antonio Brown and Patrick Mahomes, those were the first two Maddens I played on PlayStation 4, right? I still had the old gen systems and shit, right? But what I'm saying is I played with the Cowboys, bro. I had 75 TDs. I would had that shit on arcade, bro. I was like, oh, this shit is cool, bro. But, you know what I'm saying, bro? I had 75 TDs and only 10 interceptions, bro. Let me tell you, niggas was snatching shit out the heavens, bro. They wasn't snatching balls out the sky, nigga. They were snatching balls out the heavens, bro. Nah, Frostbite engine really hasn't, like, I don't know what they're doing, bro. Like, really. Okay. C. White and Cam Akers both got 90-something yards and a touchdown, where Cam Akers got 2. Like, I think they need to motherfucking go to another engine or whatever. Like, I'll say this, though. I don't want to say this to throw it into the air for the future of the universe to grab it and a motherfucker hear this like, let's pass this idea along. But it has to be said. Maybe if EA passed they fucking licenses along to 2K, maybe 2K will do a better job, because a lot of people don't know this. NFL 2K5 sold more than Madden 2005 that year, bro. Let me tell you. When 2K5, listen, when Madden 05 and 2K5 came out, right, let me tell you, I was playing NFL 2K5 more than I was playing Madden 05. That shit was like that. You got the real life bodies, the real life helmets, the good movement with that shit, dog. I was blown away. I was like, damn, bro, let me tell you. I was hoping that they made a 2K6, because I was like, yeah, I was about to be like, fuck Madden. I'm on NFL 2K, but the franchise died after 2K5. So I was like, nah, nigga. Now, nigga, now. What the fuck is Jabril CX? Somebody was desperate. And I be hating niggas that be making, let me tell you, if y'all ever need any real life draft classes, bro, come to me. I do the real draft classes and I upload them, bro. Like, I could possibly go on this shit and find a draft class. Like, if anyone ever need a draft class, be like, hey, yo. Hey, Creek, YG, hey, Darnell, whatever you want to call me. Bro, I need a draft. Got you, bro. Got you, because I be tired of seeing niggas do draft classes and shit, right? And then they be still having motherfuckers who got drafted last year in this year's draft class. I'm like, bro, your draft class is all fucking wrong, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all need to fix this shit. Could put his name through the profanity. Yeah, I know. Oh, but listen, you got Brian Cox, like, used to play with the motherfucking Dolphins and the fucking Bears. Like, that's bullshit, but I feel you though, bro. They put C-X though. That's crazy though. See, damn, hold up. Okay. Damn, second quarter, they put up 42 points. They put up 6 touchdowns in the second quarter. Six touchdowns in the second quarter. It was all Rams, second half. Hey, nigga, shut up. Don't come up in here talking shit, talk about some 80, bro. Listen, nigga, listen. Mind your motherfucking business, bro. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all always see this nigga come up here talking shit, though, dog. Like, this nigga always got something to say, bro. Just enjoy the game, bro. Enjoy the chat. Enjoy the conversation, bro. Don't make me feel bad. They be making me feel bad. Bro, I know that's not a real life score, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on, bro. He making me feel bad. Now, you about to have everybody on the internet calling me a cheater. They about to say, oh, I feel sorry if you had a wife, because then maybe you would cheat on her. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. It's just 80 points, bro. You don't say that when motherfucking Weaver State drops 123 or some shit. You be like, oh yeah, I'm eating. You dropped 54 nuggets on a nigga. Like, you had 54 points on the court, last week alone, and everybody else just only had 3, 8, 9, 6, 7, 5 points. You really want to talk, nigga? You put up 54 points, bro. You want to talk about that shit? You put up 54 points, bro. You ain't passed the ball, none of that shit. This nigga had 54 points. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? Hey Chase, he wanna come up in here talking shit, right? Bruh, I told you, this nigga had 54 points. This nigga had 54 points, 1 rebound. This nigga had 54 points, 2 rebounds, or maybe 1 rebound, 1 assist. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is this? It's like every time somebody else rebounds the ball, that nigga just head straight down the court, like, give me the ball. Like, bro, you a ball hog, bro. Damn, pass the ball, Kobe. Yeah, that shit is spelled different, like, that's what I'm saying. Damn, man, this nigga dropped 54 with only 2 rebounds and 1 assist. You talking about me? That nigga talk about me. At least I threw the ball to everybody. Niggas on the sideline, niggas on the other side of the court, like, bro, this nigga got open teammates on the other side of the court, on the other side of the wing, sitting there, calling for the ball with their hands up. And this nigga going up to dunk on 4 people. Like, bro, what the fuck, nigga? Fuck you think he Clark Kent, Superman? Like, he in there dunking on 4 people and going down the court so much. Yeah. Like, nigga, you want to talk? At least I threw the ball to people with 80 points. But nah, though, what's up, B? How you feeling, bro? That's my dog, bro. Yeah, we shut Jalen Ramsey down. No. My coach, his name was Dunbar, and he coached at my high school and shit. Actually, I went to school behind Dunbar. Let's check this out, right? He said 80 points, right? Okay, that's cool, though. But I only had 250. I only had 259 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, though. Like, that's because our defense was our rushing game. Look, our rushing game, we had what? 2, 3, 5 on the ground. See, look. Justin Carter had 127. Cooper Ross had 68. Carter had 24. Man, Page only had 14. Ooh, Jesus. All right, man, that was a great-ass game. From the Los Angeles Rams, they're 15-0. Hold on, let's check some shit out first of all. I'm like, you know how we do. What's the news? Oh no. Right, that's what I'm saying though, bro. Like, shit, at least I passed the ball though. Shit. Let's check the standings before we roll out, because tomorrow is week 17, 1 p.m. We're only checking the playoff standings. That's it. So, Chiefs 13-1, Ravens 10-4. Ooh, Texans are 10-4. Okay. Broncos 9-5. Steelers 9-5. Patriots 9-5. Chargers 8-6. Bengals 6-8. Oh, Bengals won 3 in a row. Oh, that's all right though. Night for the Jets and Colts. And this is the playoff picture for the NFC. Great implications. I'm gonna tell you, man. The NFL playoffs starts this weekend because we got to get through everything. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through, kicking it with the homie, man. I'm your host, Dirty Creek Sports, man. It's your boy, Darnell YG. Peace and love, y'all. Can't forget that. See y'all next at motherfucking NBA 2K.